I wish I had all the answers. Sometimes I know the question. But life is precious. Life is short. And sometimes when I do these videos, I kind of have a general idea of where I'm going to go. Right now, I have no clue. But I love speaking from the heart and sharing encouragement, inspiration. I don't have a crazy story of addictions or alcohol but I have a passion for people, and I love talking to people. My podcast has given me the ability to share stories of what people have gone through and what they have faced, and my goal one day probably is I love to do it full time, and to meet people on a one-on-one basis, and to share their passion, share their story. I've been able to interview a lot of people. Here I just wrapped up episode 116, and I'm reflecting on the people I've had on the show, and those who said yes and came on to my podcast to share their story. And my concept was to encourage one another and lift each other up. And I do my best to do that. I really am. And just reflecting on the past 2 years now, I've done this podcast. And I've met some people who have fought in addictions, who have beat addictions, people who have fought cancer, and now cancer is back and they're fighting cancer again. I talked to people who have amazing foundations, musicians, comedians. I talked to parents who have lost their kids at a very young age. And I think some of those are hardest ones to do when you're talking to someone to share about their loss of their child and how they are helping other parents. I've talked to someone who was sex trafficked for 4 years of their life. And I'm just so thankful and overwhelmed. I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot. You can ask my wife. When I watch America's Got Talent, I'm bawling because of their story. And I am just beyond thankful, for the many people who have taken the time out of their busy day to join me for a half-hour interview, 40-minute interview, and to share about them and their story, what they've been through and gone through, and challenges they faced, obstacles they overcome. I love doing this. I love talking to people. And if I could do podcasting full time to get paid for it, I would do it in a heartbeat, man. I just love talking to people. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for every person out there. I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, but if I can encourage one person to not give up, to not quit, to keep going, to overcome stage fright, to whatever it could be, that's all that matters. If I can encourage one person not to quit, to be thankful for what God's given them, That's all that matters to me. I'm really emotional and thankful, appreciative of my family encouraging me, and people who have reached out to me and said, hey, thank you, I really enjoy your podcast, and this episode helped me through this or that. And my nephew reached out to me, hey, this person you had on who fought drug addiction helped me quit my drug addiction. And it's a domino effect. It really is. It's amazing. So I want to challenge you. Don't let others tell you can't do something. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. God has given you the ability to fill in the blank. Sing, write, pray for others, read scripture, preach, whatever it can be. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Encourage one another. There's so much stuff going on in today's society, it's a little overwhelming. But when you and I are able to encourage one another, share positivity, a little glimpse of happiness, humor, make someone laugh, make someone smile, you never know the impact one word or one action could make in someone's life. You don't know what people are going through and facing. People who inspired me to do this podcast, love On the Road, the CBS special, and Paying It Forward, Mike Rowe. Those stories when they go into towns and little neighborhoods and communities, reaching out to people who've inspired them, encouraged others, and done amazing things for their communities. That's what inspires me to do this. We can be the change, the positive change in our towns, in our communities, in our cities, all over the world. By spreading positivity, encouragement. I've had a chance to have on Tom Coverly, Liquid Shano, Jessica Cox, Derek Clark, so many people. Thank you. If you ever listen to one episode, thank you. If you're looking to check it out, please do so. Chit and Chat, the Encouraging One Another podcast. It's always about encouraging others. Let's encourage one another. Thank you. Have a great day.